Welcome back, fillies and genitals, to a Brony Plays Minecraft Litmus Quest. So, this is the factory. A little while after we got tired of Ultimate, but not quite before the end, we started a new series in the Monster Pack. Unfortunately, Severus's computer couldn't handle the Monster Pack. It had some, almost 200 mods in it and such. So that's actually what made us pick this pack. But in the Monster Pack, Severus and Nyachi and I, and Nigel, we were all sort of helping to build a factory. And it was going to be full of lots of stuff, and we were going to have rooms and everything. When Severus started over here in Litmus Quest, he began work on a factory. And you can see he's put this lovely factory block in the bottom, and a smeltery off to the side, and all sorts of other stuff. With the conclusion proper of Technomancer, Severus and I have put aside our differences, whatever they were, and have decided that we're going to cooperate on this series for the most part. Now, this is a little silly because he's already left for the day, and I don't know when he'll be back, or if I'll be back, but I've moved all my stuff over here. Now, the old house still exists, but I did dismantle a lot of it. I dismantled the Ars Magica stuff, and I have an Ars Magica chest now. So this is basically what's left of my stuff. Now my smeltery is over here, and I brought over my 2 bronze furnaces. I added plenty of wealth to the chest of ingots and wealthy things. I added a new row of machines, as well as some of the conduits and the redstone energy cell. We built ender chests to transport the whole thing, and actually I should have filmed that part. That part was pretty interesting, because we had the ender chests, and then we set up item ducts, routed everything from my place, or from the old place over here. Actually, I guess it's that way, isn't it? Routed everything from the old place over here, and threw this ender chest into a series. Severus had just set up a bunch of random chests. And then once all that stuff was here, I took it out and started sorting it into these chests here. So we've got Tinker's Construct and tools, stuff like that. Blocks, just blocks. I got a lot of glass in there. Stuff that has an interface, anything that has an interface, as well as just anything techie like circuits and item ducts. I still have the same old junk chest, which I don't know what I'll do with, but it's there. Food. We've got a food chest going, as well as some supplies, some berries there. I'll just munch those. There we go. And my Ars Magica chest. Over here, this is Terry's, or Severus's spot of stuff going on. We added some stuff in here. He has a bigger smeltery than mine, and it's a little bit more advanced, so that's perfectly fine. But now we have 2 smelteries, which is awesome. This oil seems to be full. I wonder if I should make some more tanks for that. Tempting. But I don't know if there's a whole lot of point to it. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. He's got a tank of lava for the smelteries, and he found some oil wells. He's been pumping out oil. I think he's going to set them up into refineries. I'm not sure. But his whole deal is about quarries. Whereas I prefer to mine traditionally, he likes to just kind of go through and collect everything, which has its advantages. Like, you can get stuff like adamantine ore without having to, upgrade for the picks. But I don't know. I don't usually do quarries, but Severus does, so that's fine. So this is the factory, and we're going to be working together for a little while on that. I've added, I put in this glass because this pond was really annoying. He added the door right there for some reason next to this pond, and it was just really hard to get in and out of. So I added a bridge, and then I made it look fancy with the chisel blocks. This is the Japanese ? Glass, and this is, I think, light bordered glass. Despite the little thingamajiggers, it looks quite nice. It's quite nice. I also built us a farm. I terraformed this field out, and we put walls. I have snake bodies and heads all over the place, and we have a nice little farm going. Over here we've got a vegetable patch. Cucumbers, tomatoes, chilies and carrots, bordered by sweet corn. Here we've got our berry patch, which is going to have some rows of strawberries eventually. We've got blueberries, blackberries in the middle, some raspberries, and then some grapes. And then over here we've got our starches and grains. We've got wheat and barley, which is apparently liquid force. We've got cotton, which is also liquid force, and potatoes. Let's go ahead and dig up these potatoes and spread them out. Cotton doesn't give us seeds very often. It does sometimes, but not often. Barley. Now I don't know if barley can be replanted in the wild. I don't think so. But I'm sure you've seen on other packs that it can be in other packs. So yeah, let's just go ahead and plant that. We'll get that sorted up here. Just doing some farming. La 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 la. I don't know what Severus was doing for food, but, you know, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Raspberries, don't need to harvest these just yet. Grapes. We will harvest the grapes just because, oh, we didn't get very many seeds from that. Can we get seeds out of... No. Okay. Well, that's okay. Blueberries, don't need to spread those, or blackberries yet. Let's go check the vegetables. We can spread out some cucumbers. Replant these. We can spread this corn out a little bit. We'll just go ahead and get all of that there. And I'm putting the corn, as you can see, along the sides here. It's just, I mean, there's no particular reason for it. It's just, you know, I gotta put it in some order, someplace. There we go. Chilies. I'm not a huge fan of chilies, but you know, they're items. They're food. You can grow them. So we'll just plant it down. And then tomatoes. I always prefer tomato products to tomato crops. But this is the farm. There we go. It's quite nice, and you see I've put the Ars Magica lights everywhere. I kept my spells. Severus went ahead and put in a nether portal over yonder inside the tree, and it's quite nice as well. And you can see just over the rim of his this hill here that A, there's a snow biome, and I love snow biomes, and that B, this is his quarry. Now, the downside to moving away from my place is that, you know, I really liked my house. I've worked on it a lot. Ooh, more cotton. I've really worked on it a lot and gotten it to a point I was happy with, but it was going to be really hard to expand. Building more Ars Magica stuff, or, you know, anytime I wanted to add a new room, it was going to be really weird. And I'm sure it would have looked awesome eventually, but it's that eventually that got to me. And also the fact that we, you know, when we're playing together, we should really be playing together, I feel. So, that's that. I've also left this open out back. I didn't want to terraform that too much, but it's there. Don't worry about it. It's just the cotton fields. So this is the factory. This is where we're going to be continuing our Litmus questing. Over yonder is a village. I don't know if there's any villagers left in the village. But why don't we take some wood. And I set up a bed. It probably isn't going to work. Oh, I'm in morph. That's right. Alright, let's see if this works. I mean, there's no roof, so probably won't. Well, what do you know? Alright, oh, I also put stairs out front there. So I've helped him out quite a bit. I've helped. That's what I like to think. Oh, there's a zombie running for the hills. Now, are there any villagers left? These doors have been blocked up. I hear several in there. Excellent. I don't know how many there are altogether. Probably only like the 2 or 3 that were in there. So we have a couple of things. We could just build up some more actual houses for these villagers, but villagers don't really care about houses. They care about doors. So we're just going to make 10 doors. Oh, good, they stack. There's an earlier version of Minecraft in which they do not stack. And we're going to put these doors around, just around the village, here and there. We'll make them look nice, I guess, but I'm not going to care too much. Don't block up any windows, of course. That would be good. Some doors there, and we'll add some over here, and Severus will probably be like, what are you doing? He already wasn't happy with all my all the heads that I collect, but that's alright. Alright, now I don't know. Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 doors so far. Keep moving along. Is there one here? There is not. We're at 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know what the limits of the village are, but 14, 15, 16. There are 16 doors in this village. What on earth is that? It has a giant TARDIS hat. It is a horse with a TARDIS butt. Okay, I probably don't care. I don't know. I like the TARDIS, but I don't know if I like the TARDIS hat. So if we're gonna add more doors, which I think we need 21 doors. Yeah. Let's go get some more wood. Oh, there's also another thing I did. And I can't believe I'm showing you guys this before it's updated, but I did submit the pack for an update. I don't think it's ready yet, but I did do something else. Let's go ahead and put those in. That'll put us up to 24 doors, I think. I think. We'll find out. And just run over here. We don't seem to be able to run. I wonder if the morph mod did that, but there's some mod that made it so that running doesn't really work anymore. Alright. So, 17. Can always use this for farming, by the way. 18. 19. 20. Make sure all these other places have real doors before we go around putting fake doors on things. There we go. 21, 22, 23, and 24. Alright, so this village now has 24 doors, which means it could theoretically have 24 houses. Now, the only reason we have to do this in the first place is because a certain somebody came through at one point and massacred all the villagers. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Severus. We like villagers. It was someone else who does not understand the purpose of having villagers, or people in general. I'll leave that up to your imagination. And since all of this is free and ready for the harvest, we'll go ahead and grab that. Ooh. I have a message on the Skypes. Maybe it's Nyachi, maybe it's Nigel, maybe it's Severus, or maybe it's someone else altogether. It's alright, let's finish harvesting this stuff first. Aha! There we go, and then we have to, of course, replant it. There wouldn't be much point otherwise. But I think we have the mod that allows you to make dough. You'll see I didn't bring my matic, so yeah, I don't know. Ah, it is Nyachi. I'm on the server if you're interested. There we go. We'll find out if Naochi wants to join. I love how you guys can hear all my typing, but you don't know what I am saying. Planting all the fields. I'll get back to you when planting's done. Whew! Alright. Planting's done. I found a few potatoes over here while I was bumping around, but I was reminded of something. I'm going to let you guys out. Oh, there we go. There was like a random piece of grass in here. Hopefully you guys don't die. Oh, look at that. We've got somebody else here who's... Oh, hey, look at that. He takes coin. Ah, we can make coin. Oh, my gosh. All right. Cool. So they should be on the... Oh, you know what? I should have put a few lights up for them. I don't think their village is terribly bright. So, last time, you remember that we had been looking at a Chocolate Quest dungeon. And I went ahead, off camera, and continued to explore it, which turned out to be a really bad idea. I thought that I'd be able to handle it much better than I was. But I am ashamed to say that I died twice while I was down there getting, you know, treasure and stuff. And I didn't even get that much great treasure. I got some, like, average treasure, which is really disappointing, but... You know, so goes the world, I guess. But while I was down there, I did find something really good, and something that's going to make us, when Severus decides how we are going to have our Ars Magica stuff, I'm leaving the design up to him. Oh, we're out of mana. I did find these babies. Where are they? Where'd they go? Oh no, where'd they go? Oh, they're over here. Haha! Golden apples. Yeah. Remember how, I think it's regeneration. The regeneration component needed gold and apples, and we did not have a whole lot of gold, so I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to do this, we'll probably just do a cure spell, and we can totally do a regeneration spell now. We've got golden apples, we've got like 7 of them. That was a surprising find. And I was all like, oh my gosh. So, eventually, when we put that stuff together, that will be quite good. We'll be able to do plenty of things with that. Meanwhile, we've got, made some dried flesh. Doesn't sound amazing. Let's go ahead and bake up all this wheat and this barley. Shall we? I think, can you, no, you can't do anything. I think there's something you can prepare with the rest of this stuff. Like, I think you can put corn into furnace and make it into popcorn. You can also make magical food, which is totally what you should do. You can make beef stew with corn and tomatoes and steak. Oh, I've got that. You can make chicken stew, lamb stew, and pork stew with corn, tomatoes, and a meat. Oh, that's excellent. We've got some of that. Let's see here. Corn, tomatoes. I need a bowl. So here's some bowls. Let's go ahead and make some stew. That sounds amazing. But where's my... There it is. Oh, look at that. Beef stew. Oh, it's the best. We'll just stick it over here in this chest. There we go. We'll put the dried flesh in there too, because, you know, it's not very appetizing. Dried flesh. And, I guess we'll put blueberry seeds, regular seeds in there. I'll keep the steak out because the steak is the best. Let's just face it. Steak is the best, and you're not gonna get away with that, you know. There's nothing you can argue about it. Buckets. I'm gonna get some buckets of water. And we're gonna keep these engines running for a little while. So we need to make some aqueous accumulators to make these, to keep these guys running longer. I'm a little surprised I haven't done so yet, but that's okay. While we're here, let's check out the quest thing, because I have a couple things to show. First of all, we've got a quest with unclaimed rewards in the Hunter's Guild. But second of all, we're in a party. We are now in a party with Severus. And there's my timer, although I don't think he's either not in here or maybe he didn't accept it, but he's going to be in our party. Yeah, if he accepts the invitation, and when he's online. And so I think I've completed the most quests, but still it'll be pretty good. Let's take a look here before we end for the day, because I think our timer just went off. We finally completed the Zombie Slayer. Ooh, ooga booga, right? In Mohoran's name I smite thee, spawn of death, Saint Jerafel. Kill 50 zombies. Zombie, all killed. Kill total of 50. Now I could, if I wanted to, I could make this like a repeating quest, but that's not really what I'm looking for right now. It'll give us a quarter of a heart and a reward bag, as well as a bottle of enchanting Invar boots or dried flesh. Well, those are all really good choices, but I'm going to go with Invar boots. Ah, there's that wonderful sound. Alright, and we finally completed our first killing quest. Now, skeleton crushers, we need to kill 6 more skeletons. Creeper killers, we've only killed 18 creepers. Spider stompers, only killed 23 spiders. So, clearly we've killed a lot of zombies compared to anything else. I didn't put everything on here, like I don't think I have Hecates on here, but that's okay. We've killed 2 mana elementals. 4 mana creepers, wow. Haven't seen any other elementals, though. So we'll have to see how that goes. When we come back, next time, we'll probably move into the industrial quests, or we'll continue with the Ars Magica quest, but I think we'll move into these industrial ones first, just because we have space. Oh, and we need pumpkins. I left the pumpkins back at the other house. So I'm going to be going back to get those at some point. But before we go, we've got that quarter of a heart. Let's go put that in a chest somewhere. I like to put it in here. And we have a reward bag. Now it says it's a basic reward bag. And we have Invar boots. Now our Syracuse boots are doing pretty good so far. So we're going to leave the Invar boots alone. This basic reward bag, let's see what's in it. I finally added reward bags, and let's find out. Plain reward. 7.77 chance to get this reward. Alright. Temple blocks, mossy temple blocks, fantasy blocks, and factory blocks. Ooh, fancy metal, fantasy brick, large mossy temple brick, and large temple bricks. Awesome. So now we have a bunch of decorative items, and you'll see they've gone straight into the, straight there. I'm going to go ahead and put those over here in Severus' chest so that he knows that I've been helping out around the factory. All right. Those fantasy blocks are really nice. They're kind of expensive otherwise. And those temple and mossy temple, like these are things that we can use to build a nice Ars Magica tower, a nice wizard's tower that we can put somewhere around the outside of the factory, just like maybe right along the back or along the side, and I can go back to working Ars Magica stuff. So until then, I hope everyone's been having a good time with this. Oh, thanks for full up. And enjoy the rest of this series, Litmus Quest. So until next time, thanks for watching, and keep on trotting.